Alright, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Call Halayim, La Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Barakatham, Alahaya Nawa, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Shalom Wa Barakim, La Bakarim Shayasha Allah, Wa Shani Kabad, Gawala Wakwab, Zakwanim Nawa Shayasha Allah, Ba'aith. Alright, giving all praise to the Most High, the Heavenly Father Yahweh, in the name of His Son, Yahweh Shai. Alright, peace and blessings be upon the elect of Israel, and double honors to our elders and apostles of Israel in these times, known as Great Millstone. Alright, that's what I just said in the Hebrew. I know I said it kind of quick, but I always like to translate, as the scriptures say we're supposed to. So I'm just coming back again through the power and spirit of Yahweh Shah to continue on in Yakazak Allah, which is Ezekiel's name in the Hebrew, which means he is strengthened of the Most High. And you know what? Let's look his name up real quick just before I continue on here, just so we can just get some edification on Ezekiel's name. Ezekiel 1 and 3 says the word of the Lord came expressingly unto Ezekiel. Now let's look up his name, Yakazak Allah. Alright, Yakazak Allah. Salak, y'all give me 1 second. And Shalom to all the Akim. Alright, and the very few Akwathim that may be tuning in, and to the little ones, the Bunyam, Shayasha Allah, the children of Israel. Alright, just give me 1 second here. Alright, yeah, Khan. So Ezekiel's name is Yakazak Allah. Alright, which means he is strengthened of the Most High, or the Most High strengthens. Alright, so let's go back to, we're going to go to the 35th chapter. Alright, we're going to pick up, I left off on verse 3. I'm going to try and tackle 3 verses at a time, so I'm going to do verses 4 through 5. Alright, so this is Ezekiel chapter 35 and verse 4. It says, I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord. Alright, so I'm going to be going through these and through some of these words. Alright, so this one might be a little bit longer because these precepts are a little lengthy here. Alright, so in the Hebrew, it says this: Aryaka Charabah Ashayam. Ashayam. Wa'atha Shemama Thahaya Wa'yadaith Kaya Anya Yahweh. So the first word here, alright, Aryaka is thy cities. Alright, that represents this right here, thy cities. Next is you have Charabah. Charabah, if I'm not mistaken, means to make desolate or waste. Okay, so it says waste. Alright, Charabah means waste. Next is Ashayam. Alright, I, and then Shayam means will lay. Alright, you have the Hebrew word there, Shawam, which means lay. Alright, as in continual or past tense. Now, Shayam, alright, Shayam makes it future tense because the Lord say he's going to, this is something he's going to do. Alright, he's going to put or lay upon. Alright, so let's go back. You have Ashayam, I will lay. Wa'atha means and you. Alright, now I'm using this website also as help. Alright, and if you can, I'm not sure if you can see that. Alright, but this is scriptureforall.org. It's a good website to use. Now that word for wa'atha is and you. Alright, and then you see here you have that word slak, you have the word ashayam that we just went over. So right now we're looking at this word here is wa'atha, which means and you. Now when we go to the precept, what does it say? It says and thou. Alright, so and thou means, it says shall be desolate. Shemama is desolate. Thahaya is thou shalt be. Alright, you have Shemama, which means desolate. Tha is thou, and then Haya means shall be. Next you have Wayadaith, Wayadaith. Alright, and that means and shall know. Wa and Ya shall, and then Daith means to know. Another form of how you say no. Alright, next is Kaya Anya, which means for I am. Kaya for Slakia. Kaya for Anya I am. Next you have the Most High's name, of course, Yahweh. Alright, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. And the reason why it's by Hashem Yahweh Shai, especially for this chapter dealing with Edom and Esau, because in Isaiah 63 he talks about the sacrifice in Basra. I'm sorry, Isaiah 34, he talks about the sacrifice in Basra that he has. Alright. And he's going to use Yahweh. That prophecy is concerning not 34, but it's Isaiah 63. Let me just go to it real quick. In Isaiah 63, that's what it says, man. Alright. Slakia. Come right here. Alright. Isaiah 63. Let me just get that. It says, Isaiah 63 and 1, who is that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel, travailing in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. So that's why we know it's talking about Yahushua. So when the Lord says he's going to lay these cities desolate, he's going to use Yahushua and Yahushua, the company of men that are going to be establishing the kingdom with Yahushua. So it says, I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord. Aryaka, Haraba, Ashayam, Wa'atha, Shemama, Tahaya, Wayadaith, Kaya Anya, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Verse 5. Alright. Verse 5. This one's a little longer. It says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Alright. In the Hebrew, that's Ya'an, Hayawath, Lakah, Ayabath, Awalam, Wathagar, Ath Banya Yasha'ala, Al Yadya, Karab, Ba'ith, Ayadum, Ba'ith, Iwan Quataza. Alright, so the first word here, Ya'an, let's look that up here in 35. I mean, on this page. So Ya'an means because. Alright. In the blue letter, you're not going to have, it's not going to show you what that word means. Alright, so you have to go to other sources to reference and find out what this means. So you have Ya'an, which means because, and then you have Ha Yawath, which means to become of. Alright, so you have because thou hast had. That's what this means. This means thou hast. Alright, thou hast, because it's more than one person. That's why it's Hayawath, alright, and not just Hayah, which means shall be, alright, or has done. So Ya'an Hayawath Lakah is to thee. Alright, Lakah is to thee. Because thou hast had to thee Ayawab, Ayabath. This is Ayabath, which means a hatred. Alright, the root word there is Ayab or Ayaba, which means hatred. Alright, so Ayabath, Iwalam, which means perpetual or continual. Alright, Iwalam, Wathagar. Alright, Wathagar, I think that means shed. Alright, let's look this up. Yeah, you have Nagar, which means shed. So Wathagar is and thou shed. Alright, and hast shed, because that's what it says in the precept. And, okay, hast shed. Alright. Wa tha gar, and thou hast shed. Um, Ath bunya yasha'ala. Ath means definitely in the Hebrew. Alright. Then you have bunya, which means the children of, or the sons of. And then you have Yasha'ala, which he is the prince of the power, Israel. Then next we have Al Yadya Harab, which means upon the hand of the sword. Alright, Al is upon, Yadya, Yad means force or hand. Now it says force, but we know that when you look this word Yad up, it should say hand. Alright, it should say, and that's right, it does say hand, hand of man. Alright, so that's deep. That's why you gotta you gotta look this stuff up, because you better understanding of what's actually being said. Because Esau, he got busy with his hands. You know, his force didn't just he didn't he did it himself, you know. He used his own hands, you know, by his force. So you have al upon, yad hand, yah on the end means my or of. Alright, in this case it means of. Then you have Harab, alright, Harab, like a lot of brothers' names, alright, like the captain up in the main camp, Harab, which means sword, alright, as well as other brothers throughout Babylon and the four corners. Alright, then you have Ba'aith, which means in times. Just like I say in the beginning of my videos, Ba'aith means in time, alright, or in the time in this case. In the time is represented by this Hebrew character, these Hebrew characters, Ba'aith. Then you have Ayadam, which means, let me look this up down. We gotta scroll down. So you have Ayad, which means calamity. So you have Ayadam, which means calamities. All right, in the time of their calamities. Okay. Now, this is in the King's English. This is the closest they could get, which is good. You know, it helps us understand it. When you go into the Hebrew, you understand when this ma's on the end, it makes it plural. All right, so it was manifold calamities came upon us when these Edomites took us down, and still, their perpetual hatred. All right, it's many calamities fall upon our people under the hands of these Edomites, which is the so-called white man. Then again, you have Ba'aith again, which means in the times. All right, in the times. I1, which means iniquity. Alright, I1 means iniquity. See? Iniquity, quataza, end. Alright, quataza means end. Quataza. So again, Ezekiel 35:5, it says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. All right, and that goes back to like we've been taught and what we come to understand through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Rakakwadash. That was right around when the chains came off, man. All right, when the hardcore part of slavery was done away with. You know, when the chains came off. I mean, of course, we were still getting lynched and stuff, but that's because of this right here. This is because of that perpetual hatred. In the time when they had a perpetual hatred. All right. Yah one Hayawath Laka Ayabath Awalam Wathagar Ath Bunya Yasha'ala. They had a perpetual hatred against the children of Israel, and by the force of the sword in the time of our calamities, in the time when our iniquity had an end, which was not too long ago. That's why payback is coming. I'm gonna just read in the Hebrew again, and I'm gonna get the next verse. So again, Ya'ain Hayawath Laka Ayabath Awalam Wathagar Ath Bunya Yasha'ala Al Yadya Harab Ba'aith Ayadam Ba'aith Iwan Quataza. Verse 6. Ezekiel or Yakazak Allah 35:6. It says, therefore, as I live, saith the Lord power, or the Most High, all caps, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Sith thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Alright? And Esau is a bloody man. Alright? He's been a bloody man ever since he was created. He was a man of the field. All right, he likes hunting. He likes seeing blood. They get aroused off of it. They like that's why they make these sacrifices. All right, to their deities and their gods. All right, the higher up elites of the so-called white man. They know that they come from Esau and Edom, and they're just doing what their daddy did. All right, and because they're doing that, the Lord is going to prepare that same blood for them. All right, that same blood that they shed, theirs is going to have to be shed to cleanse that blood, pursuant to Numbers the 35th chapter in the 35 to 36 verse at the end. All right, so you have Lakan Chaya Anya Nam Adanya Yahweh Kaya Ladam A Ashaka Wadama Slakia Wadama Yaradapka Amla'a Dama Shanath or Slakia Shanaath Wadama Yaradapka. Alright, so the first word here, pretty sure Lakan means therefore. Let's look it up. Alright, right. Lakan means therefore, or it's like saying literally in the English to read. If you were to understand this in a different way, it was basically to yes. All right, basically for verily. That's basically. I mean, I can't really explain it any other way. But in the King's English, the best way to not the best way, but another way to understand it, so we can understand it. In these times, he put therefore. All right, the translators put that. So you have lakan therefore. Chaya, which means live. Alright, you see that down here, first one on the list. Then you have Anya, which means I. Then you have Naam, which means saith. Alright, following along here. If you're following along, you can scroll down the blue letter and see what I'm looking at. And I advise Akim, you should do that if you're tuning in. Follow along in the blue letter, don't just watch, because you're going to be confused. So it says, Naam saith Adunya, which means the Lord. And then you have, like I said, the God, all caps, is talking about Yahweh, the Most High, Shemi Shai. See that? 3069 Yahweh. Alright, not Ahaya, or Jehovah. It's Yahweh is the Heavenly Father's name. Alright, and Yahweh Shai is his son's name. Then you have Kaya, which means for. Ladama means to blood. Alright, so for because to the blood. Alright, now let's see what it says on here. Alright, it says, right, that to blood. Alright, so now we know that kaya also means what? It also, not only does it mean for, but it means that. So you have that to blood. Ashaka. Alright, let's see what that means. Asha means prepare. So Ashaka means I will prepare thee. I shall prepare or do or make, and then you have a ka, which is a finisher, not to be confused with the Hebrew character da that we're going to see in these precepts pretty frequently. All right, because the Hebrew word for blood is dama. All right, so I shaka, I will make thee, wadama, unto blood. All right, and blood. All right, I will make thee to blood, and blood. Ya radapka, shall pursue thee. Yah shall, Salakia. Yah shall radap, pursue, ka, finisher, thee. Alright, now let's make sure that is the right. Radap. Now, if I'm not mistaken, radap also means something else. I gotta look that one up. Pursue. Oh, never mind. I'm thinking of pada. Alright. No, yeah. Pada. Yeah, because I'm familiar. It also means to persecute, alright, or to harass or follow after. Yeah, like it says up here. Follow after. Alright? So that's what radap means. So Yaradapka means I will pursue thee, or blood shall pursue thee. Means shall, not blood. Wadama, and blood. Yaradapka shall pursue thee. Am la'ah, which means, and because not, alright, because not, means, basically means because or sith, alright, or if, or altogether. Alright, so altogether, not, or let's see what it says here. You know, it should say roughly the same thing. Right, it says if, and it says if not. Alright, also means if. So you said, sif not, blood again, dama, shana'ath, hated. Alright, shana'ah, or shana means to hate. Alright, see? You have shana'ah. So shana'ath means hated. Alright, so since that was not hated blood, shana'ath, hated, wa dama, even blood, or and blood, again, Yah Radapka, and that's exactly what's going to happen. It's going to pursue thee, or it's going to pursue you Edomites, pursuant to what? Yakazak Allah 35 and 6. So again, it says, therefore, as I live, saith the Lord the Lord, the Most High, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou have not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Alright? Again, in the Hebrew, that's Lakan Chaya Anya Naam Adanya Yahweh Shai Kaya Ladama A Ashaka Wa Wadama Yaradapka Amla Adama Shanath Wadama Yaradapka. Alright, and that's Ezekiel chapter 35 verses 4 through 6. Again, giving all praises to Yahweh Bashim Shai Adawan Ratazah. I'll grab another 3 verses. As the days go on, continue to put more videos up, and through the Spirit, I'm finish up this chapter in the Hebrew and push out this vibration in the Lashwan Kodash of Esau's downfall, man. Because as we see, things are speeding up real quick around the earth, so it's imperative that we push out these prophecies of Esau's end. All right, because Esau is the end of the world. All right, through the power and spirit of Yahweh Shemel Rashad, Ezekiel 35 verses 4 through 6. Shalom to the elect. Double honors to our elders and apostles known as Great Millstone in these times. Shalom.